I got hacked. What's up, gang? It is I, Carlton Flowers, your crypto pro.
Yay!
And today we have a very important video that I want you to share with your friends, with your family, about the dangers of investing into cryptocurrency, where things can go wrong in the blink of an eye. So yes, as you read in the title of this video, I got hacked for $1,000 using Metamask, and I don't really absolutely know how it happened. I'm completely flummoxed and cannot make the exact determination of how I was compromised. So I'm going to tell the story about what happened and let you know what I'm going to do about it, and talk about a few other things related to safety and trading cryptocurrency that you might find valuable. So again, please share this with your friends and your family, because you don't want to see anyone suffer a hack. I mean, it's just such a disgusting thing that we have crooks and criminals out there running rampant in the cryptocurrency. I tell you what, it made me crispy after I got burnt by being hacked. In the cryptocurrency space, it is the wild, wild west. It is a dangerous, dangerous market, and anything that can go wrong will go wrong if you're not careful. So this happened on October the 29th, and I did not realize that I had been hacked yet again until 3 days after it happened. I've been hacked before, I believe twice. Both happened on Metamask. Once it happened because I was fooled into downloading a fake version of Uniswap on Google Play. And I was on a trip. I was taking a trip to Texas and needed to do some trades because a lot of different coins were in play and I needed to unload some things and make some buys. And so I ended up downloading Uniswap, and it was a fake. So once I connected Metamask to the fake Uniswap app, which under normal circumstances I would have not ever done this, but I was in a rush. We were packing up the car. I needed to go, and I figured, well, let me just get Uniswap on my phone. And I went to the App Store and downloaded a fake version of Uniswap. And because of the fact that anyone can put any app on Android that you can download and get away with it for quite some time before it is removed, you can get messed up. So that was the first time I got hacked. I got hacked again a second time when I don't know how in the world I fell for this, but someone got me on Telegram to give me help because I was having some technical problems. I think it was on Uniswap or maybe with MetaMask, and I ended up giving up my seed phrase or passcode or something. I don't even remember, but I was in an emotional state. And we all know that when you are in an emotional state, you don't think logically. So it was a perfect time for someone to take me to the cleaners. Well, there's a reason why it took me 3 days to realize that I was hacked, and it's because of the problems that we have with Metamask. One of the biggest problems that I have noticed in the last couple years that I've been using Metamask is that you will open up your Firefox Metamask hot wallet, which is what I use, and the balances don't refresh. You'll open it up and you'll see zero balances for all of your coins and tokens. I used to panic, and it would scare the daylights out of me when I would open up Metamask and see these zero balances. But after having this problem time and time again, I started to just say, oh, well, it's just Metamask acting stupid again. And after, doing this on several occasions and learning to close it down and open and refresh the app, I learned not to react. So on Sunday when I got drained, I probably checked my balances that day, saw the zeros and didn't think anything of it. But then 3 days later, I checked and noticed that certain balances were showing and others were not. And usually, for some odd reason, the USDT was the most common one to show a zero balance and then pop up later showing the full balance. But I noticed that certain coins were showing the balances, but my USDT was gone. And for the first time ever, my Matic tokens were showing a zero balance. That's when I got a little scared and I ran to the computer. I was checking the app on my phone. So I ran to the computer to check the transactions. And I noticed that there were no transactions showing where my Matic and USDT, which I had a $430 USDT balance, I had about $250 worth of Matic, and then several other coins that were listed on the Ethereum network side, and several coins on the Polygon side that were gone. So I connected to the Metamask Polygon website where you can check your balances. And it was at that point that I noticed that someone had unwound all of my tokens that were wrapped to trade on the Polygon side. What you can do is, if you have a token, say you want to save a lot of money from swapping and paying Ethereum gas fees, you can wrap those tokens using the Polygon bridge and send it to the Polygon side, where you can then swap until you're blue in the face and only pay 2 or 3 cents each time that you swap those tokens in and out of USDT. Well, when I looked at the details of the transactions on the website, I noticed that 10 of my tokens were unwrapped on the Polygon side, and then my Ethereum balance was drained along with all of the tokens or coins that were stored on the Ethereum side. And then all of it was converted to USDT to the tune of $1,000 and then sent to some unknown wallet. But when you go into MetaMask and you look at all of your transactions, none of that showed up on the MetaMask wallet. I can't figure out how they were able to accomplish that. But I do have an idea of how they possibly got me. You know how you get on websites and it says connect with your MetaMask wallet and you can buy and sell these NFTs or whatever, or use some service that does something fancy that allows you to buy on a swap site or whatever. I had connected to several sites. They're all safe sites, and I'm very careful. I mean, okay, I'm the last person in the world that you would think would get taken from connecting to the wrong site. But I have a theory of what I think happened. I noticed that there was one site on my connected sites that when I went to that site, the website was down. So what it was before is not what it is now. And it could have been a service that had gone belly up. They went under. And then someone bought that domain and used it to steal. That's my theory. I can't be sure. It could have been from connecting to another website inadvertently. But whatever the case, I unconnected all but the well-known sites. I think I unconnected 10 different sites that I was connected to on the MetaMask wallet. And I've only left the ones that are trusted sites that are still there now. But I don't have enough of a balance left. I think I have $35 of USDT. And for whatever reason, they did not unwrap and steal my Polylastic tokens, POLX. Thank God I still have my 7 million Polylastic tokens that are on the MetaMask wallet. Well, I got those off right away. I sent that over to KuCoin. I got them out of there pronto. And I'll probably tell you that I'm done using MetaMask for storing anything as a hot wallet. Now, I could use Uniswap to swap. I might use MetaMask for swapping or sending on the Polygon network, but I am not going to store anything on Polygon. Now, it is a bummer to think that I got taken for $1,000. And this is just a year after I got taken from some criminals for $1,000 trying to do some VV business where I was purchasing aftermarket gems. And I got taken to the cleaners. And I said, that's the last time this ever happens. And here we are again. I lose $1,000. Now, as mad as it made me and as upset and sick to my stomach that I was, I've made enough gains that I've got to take this lesson and move on and use it as motivation to continue doing swing trades and trying to make some money on cryptocurrency. Now, I do have my Caspa tokens on the Caspa hot wallet. They're safe and sound. And I can be thankful for the fact that my $400 Caspa investment right now today is worth $5,200. So yeah, I lost $1,000 over here, but I can't complain. And the $430 that was in USDT, that was from gains from swapping. So all in all, I'm really out of pocket $580, which that's nothing to, brush off. But I'm way up. I'm way up on my Caspa investment, and I still have other stuff on Coinbase, even though it's not that much. So what am I going to do from this point forward? Well, I'll tell you what. First of all, I'm going to probably stick to Coinbase for storing things that I don't put on a hardware wallet. Now, I still do have this Ledger hardware wallet, but this is clunky and cumbersome and very hard to use, and you have to press these two buttons to do things, and it's just a pain. You have to scroll through the alphabet using the two buttons on this device, and maybe there's a way that you could do this online where you're connected and you control it. I believe there is a way you can do that. And post to the comments if there is a way that you can move things and do transactions using the Ledger, but online and not having to scroll through all of the menus using the two buttons on the actual device. There are a lot more tokens and coins that you can store on here than there were a couple years ago. I still can't put my Polylastic tokens on this thing, so it's not universal, but there's a lot more tokens, and I can't put my Caspa on the Ledger yet, but I am going to use that when I can. I'm going to use Coinbase for swing trading, and then I'm also going to go back to using, excuse me, I am going to go back to using MEXC and KuCoin behind a VPN. Now, our wonderful U.S. government that has thrown a wrench into everything thanks to Gary the Gremlin Gensler, we cannot use MEXC in the United States anymore. It is no longer approved. I'm usually one that I will abide by the law and the rules, but when we have criminals that are breaking the laws and rules and making life hard for us, well then by God, I'm going off the beaten path, and I'm going to continue using those two services behind a VPN until we decide that we're not going to put crooks and criminals like Gary the Gremlin Gensler in charge of the SEC. So I am going to use MEXC and KuCoin using a VPN. I will use Coinbase. I will use this hardware wallet when I can and continue to be careful and take every precaution that I possibly can. But here's the thing about it. We had the big scare with the exchanges going down, with FTX going down, with Circle and all of the different services that went belly up. We watched all that happen. So through all that scare, and the scare of the SEC shutting down Coinbase, or Coinbase is going to go belly up. We had all of those scares. But now that we look back on it, the exchanges are more safe than using hot wallets like Metamask. And that really sucks. It really sucks. So Metamask, I'm done with it. I'm done with it. I will use the centralized exchanges because it's convenient for me, a swing trader, that I don't want to move stuff on and off of cold storage. I just don't have the time for it. If it's a significant amount, I will. And I'll probably be getting a hard wallet for my Caspa, because when Caspa goes to $2 or $3 per coin, I'm going to tell you what, that's going to be a lot of money, and it's going to be very scary moving that money after I sell it off and then convert it into USDT or USDC and send it to Coinbase and then unload that and put it in my bank account. It's going to be scary doing that. But it's really sad that the crypto sector is so unsafe and so troublesome. There's so many hoops you have to jump through. You have to read all sorts of technical guides to do fancy things like trading coins that you wrap on the Polygon bridge. I mean, you got to have a degree in computer science to really understand half of this stuff. I mean, I don't have a degree in computer science, but it seems like you have one after you learn all of the ridiculous things you have to do in order to take advantage of things like the Polygon bridge. Now let's compare the traditional finance system to crypto, and this will let you know how early we are in crypto. I put money in the bank. It's FDIC insured because I don't have more than $250,000. I'm not rich. If I have cash and I want to deposit it, I do it. If somebody steals my debit card, I go to the bank and I say I've been taken advantage by someone doing fraudulent transactions, and they cover it. And that's it. If I pay bills and I use a credit card and someone steals the number, I call, cancel the card, replace it, and they cover the transactions. I don't have to pay for that. So it's pretty easy. Deposit a check, here you go, put it in my account, it shows up. It's there. It's simple as that. Now let's compare that to cryptocurrency. I buy on an exchange that goes bankrupt and my money is gone. I use a hot wallet to save coins, to stack my tokens and coins and accumulate and to do trades, and I get hacked on multiple occasions. You get bombarded with private messages. You get bombarded with people actually posing to be technical service, technical support agents for various hot wallets or exchanges, and you can get taken to the cleaners. Nothing is safe. If I want to buy stocks using a stock exchange, it's relatively safe. I've never been scammed or hacked using a bank or a stock trading service. Never in my life. But this is the third time, fourth if you count being taken for what happened with me with the VV situation. 4 times, counting that I have been taken advantage of in cryptocurrency. And we are nowhere near the point where it's going to be considered absolutely safe for you to put your hard-earned money into crypto and try to trade and not get hacked. We're nowhere near that point. It's convoluted, it's complex. Maneuvering around cryptocurrency is not easy, and the tax situation is an absolute mess. If you don't hire someone or get a software that tracks every one of your transactions to automatically calculate what you owe in taxes, you're going to have yourself a nightmare when it comes to tax time. So we're early on. And while it sucks that all these things can happen, at least I'm involved at a point where the potential gains that I can make more than make up for the crap that I have to go through and the trouble that it is moving coins from here to there and trying to stay a step ahead of the rumors about exchanges going belly up, because you never know what the next rumor is going to be, and if it is going to be something that you have to take seriously, that turns out to be true, where an exchange goes belly up like FTX. So be careful out there. Learn from what I've done. Learn from the mistakes that I have made, and share this with your friends so they know that this isn't just all gravy. This isn't just some easy playground that you can jump into and get rich overnight. You never know what can happen. Share it with a friend. Be careful out there. And last but not least, I would love it, even with this negative topic of this video, I would love it if you would like, comment, and subscribe to the Crypto Pro channel. And if you want to help me defray the ugly cost of keeping up with these expenditures that I have to make in producing these videos, you may do so with the giving of a super thanks. And I thank you in advance. All right, guys, that is all for this edition. I will be back very soon with some TA on Bitcoin and alts. And let's stay with it. Try to make that money. See you later.